Hey guys, what's up? It's Paul from Paul's Karts here. This is a really sick build that we just did. 282cc, 78 millimeter piston. This thing is sick, right? Like, look at this thing. So key features that like our crate engines don't have. So we're gonna be actually photographing this engine and putting this on the website. We're actually coming out with a new website, guys, pretty soon. I've been saying this now since like April. We haven't been able to take credit cards since February on the website. Complete disaster. They can't fix it. Anyhow, coming out with a new website. We're going to photograph this. Already photographed it. Going to make a video now just to show you guys on YouTube and on Facebook this engine. So 282. We got a 78 millimeter bore. We got the billet, special alloy stroker crank in this thing. This got the longer rod that sticks the piston out the hole, 40,000. So we mill the piston down. PK RPM3 cam. This one has the Paul's Karts adjustable timing bracket on there. Pretty sick piece. And as you can see, I mean, this thing is, if anything, could even come out more. So, you know, definitely follow directions. Just cut off a 1/4 inch. And, you know, it definitely gets you right in the magnet zone. Even if you don't trim it a 1/4 inch. And it really depends on which flywheel and what coil you're using. Because there's different thicknesses in coils. Some depending upon the taper of the flywheel sit in and out, but GX200 flywheel with a GX200 methanol ultralight flywheel, totally light rotating assembly, lightest rotating assembly you can come up with timing adjustability. The other hub adds like 5 pounds to your rotating assembly, so I mean you can dial in your timing with this bracket with no extra weight on the rotating assembly. So still get that super fast acceleration you're looking for. This got the 1-inch welded spine. Did some holes in this spine, some decorations. You could pretty much pick it up like this, like a bowling ball. Pretty cool package. This has the Evo head, 33 millimeter intake valve, 27 millimeter exhaust valve, raised port angle. We went with a 30 millimeter methanol carb on this. It's going to be run on M5. Paul's Karts custom valve cover. These aren't sold. They're only available on our crate engines and complete engines. Overflow tubes run. On these, I really just left them blank. Just ran them for the sake of so you can have them, so you can run one to a puke tank, whatever he wants to do with them. Just left some extra hose. You can run one to a PCV valve, whatever he wants to do. Ran some clear hose, left them some extra hose, just ran that down in behind the engine. So this has 3-to-1 ratio, billet ratio rockers, the PK RPM3 cams, about 450 lift. We got the EC billet side cover. 78 millimeter piston, milled down to 0 deck. Did some seat work to the headlight port work. Did some, we clocked a spark plug, port matched the gaskets, port matched the exhaust gaskets. We got 10 millimeter exhaust studs in there. You know, things just an absolute beast everywhere. Everything everywhere is perfect. You know, we got the firing head gasket in there. Had to do some special work for a head gasket. What else we got in this thing that I haven't talked about? Yeah, it's just got everything. The long rod, we milled the piston. It's just done right. We got the head studs in there. I mean, that's all just simple little shit. It's really, you know, you could put the best head on a 212, and it's not going to beat a 3-inch stroker with even a stock head. I mean, the bigger the bottom end you can get, that's going to be the biggest bang for the buck. So we've really been focused in on, you know, that's what we've been working with LA sleeve coast sleeves for a while now. And then we've been taking blocks and just boring them out until they literally break into the head stud passage, and then we just kind of took 10 thousandths off that measurement and got a sleeve that we could just literally get the biggest sleeve we could in there. When you go to some of the crazy big bores, like 80 millimeter, 80.5 millimeter, like a 310cc and a Tilly block, that's what we're able to push these to now. 310, 312 even, maybe even a 315 in a Tillotson block. What you really got to do is you got to get the custom sleeve. You got to leave the sleeve extended. You got to groove the head, and when they get that big, just because head gaskets are the problem. But yeah, I mean, go that big, get the sleeve extended, groove the head, bottle it all up, throw some RTV, high temp adhesive in there, Permatex RTV high temp adhesive in the groove, bolt the head on. I mean, you will not leak a drip of compression. Head's pretty much on there. After that, you can pretty much take the rotating assembly out through the bottom. But super sealed, super cool. We got the welded block here. This has got the 78 millimeters, so he can overbore this even a few times, take this all the way up to 80 in the future, so the block will last them. Just a sick build overall. Total lightweight rotating assembly. Got the adjustability in the coil. This has all been set up. We did the ignition time and set the ignition time, and carbs all tuned. It's all good to go. This thing rocks, dude. This thing is available on the website, paulskarts.com. If you get to the website and it's not there by any chance and you want this exact build, call me. Now, it's not cheap. Just our crate engines are almost $4,000 for certain ones. This has got a welded spine, different type of head, adjustable coil bracket installed. So this has got a lot more work, bigger bore, so that means more work, different sleeves. We got to mill the piston down. It's just a ton more work in these, but if you guys really want to be doing it, a lot of guys are just coming out the rip right now. First build ever, 3-inch stroker. So if you want to stay ahead of those guys, and you've been calling other places and they don't give you options, we got options. This going bigger and bigger and finding a way. I mean, as you go bigger, you start dealing with the piston hitting the bearing. The piston bore is so big, it's coming down out of the bottom of the block. It's trying to get down into your cam. I mean, every time we go bigger, we find a new way of doing it. And then, we do a build 2 months later, and the guy's calling me. He's like, hey, man, what's bigger about that than mine? And we just keep finding new ways to make them bigger and bigger. And what seems impossible one day, a year later, is like easy, and we're just blasting past that. So we're constantly pushing the envelope, constantly getting bigger. And thank you to the customers that are asking for those, demanding the best. So we just keep pushing. So I'm gonna just plug some of these coils too. These are the hot coils here. We got tons of these hot coils, hundreds of these things in every color. This is a big block, the D shape. This is a big block, black boot with the ground strap. This is how they come. Nice little neat box. And then we got a little bit bigger box. I don't have any of them right here. We got a little bit bigger box that comes with the hot coil in there sideways, and it comes with this another little shiny silver chrome bag that has one of these adjustable brackets in there. So I mean, you could get this flywheel for $100, or you can get the adjustable hub one for like $230. So $130. You could get this bracket alone for like $100. It comes with a hot coil, and then you get the adjustability, and you're not putting 5 pounds on your rotating assembly. So it's a pretty cool product. Dialing the timing is the best way to make your power. When we dyno things, all we're really looking at is ignition timing and fuel curve. So 3-inch. This engine here with 5 degrees of wrong timing will be 5 horsepower. Just think of that. How else are you going to make 5 horsepower? So you can just keep clicking in a degree of timing. You just keep building power. And what better way to sandbag somebody, because they can hear you roll off the throttle. Take the timing out of it. Drop the coil back to the stop position. Do a run versus slowest guy. You'll be on full throttle. You'll just be down on power. And as the guys get faster, keep ticking in timing. You won't be sandbagging. They won't hear you come off the throttle, and you'll just be rolling on the power. So cool product, sick freaking engine. I love this build. So yeah, my kudos goes out to the customer, because customers are the guys that push me to go further and further every time. Also, we're building the new website, so I did hook him up on the price on this and threw in a lot of extras that I normally wouldn't have, because of the fact that I wanted to take pictures of this engine on the website. So we carry all the parts to build this on the website, and now we'll be carrying it as a complete engine. So I'm Paul. This is Paul's Karts. Check this out at paulskarts.com. We're also got an eBay store. We sell our coils on the eBay store. And until next time, guys, have a nice day.